How much sex did you have in the house, in the Big Brother?
No, in the house at the EU. My mother used to watch Big Brother. I never had sex. I had sex outside the house in Babylon. Do you know there's a hotel which we call Babylon? That's where I had sex. Good sex.
You know, the first question people ask is, Alipo Sulu? And that's what people get to ask a lot. And I'm sure they're surprised right now as we're having this conversation.
But I'm in Zambia, so why do they ask such questions?
It seems like you've been off the picture. You come in, I don't know, I'm sure maybe they want to get to find out what happened and with the impact that you had in Big Brother.
Oh, yeah. I think nothing much that happened. It's just that, you know, if you saw how I went to Big Brother, my profile, what does it say? I went as a what? Go back and check. It's written, I'll help you.
Okay, why are you helping me?
No, I want to know. I'm asking you.
Is the information?
I'm asking you.
Is the information available on Wikipedia?
Yes, it's there. So
okay.
I want to start from there.
Okay.
They said, I said, my profile. It says, Sulu. There are people who are coming as actors, musicians, you know, celebrities. In 2013, you remember the chase. People in Nollywood, like Melvin, you know those guys. My profile was a businessman.
A taxi driver.
No, that was also wrong.
That's what people have been reporting about.
No, but you remember he apologized in that. Okay, said Sulu sorry, because I complained in the house. Said I'm not a taxi. You know, I had 16.
But where was that story coming from? Because I'm sure even the people that are watching right now, they know you for a taxi driver, a guy that was just struggling from Zambia.
Oh yeah, struggling is okay. You know, struggle
so,
is good.
But when you put it in a businessman, which context are we putting it?
Yes, the context was I was going there. For instance, if I was going to Big Brother, I was going for the man. What inspired me to go there is money. You get my point? Not fame or entertainment or what, money. There was money, $300,000 US. Do you know what $300 US can do to you? So why I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm starting what I'm going to end with. Because I've said, where's Sulu? I'm around, I'm doing business, I'm in construction.
I hear that you have a lot of credit. You owe a lot of people money. At Mundata Kongole, that's why you've been off the screen. You can just confirm if that is correct.
Those are lies. Those are lies. You know, you see, I think that is more to do with social media. And the problem with Zambia, people lack content. So they start insulting, they start doing this just to get attention. But you know, you can make content without insulting much. Okay, you can insult, it's okay. But without not making content because you are assassinating someone's character. Look, people are taking advantage of me because of the name I made personally. I never made my name out of insulting people.
Do you think you still have that name?
Yes, it's still. Even if you haven't seen the way I look,
do you think,
people still remember me.
Do you feel you still have the same impact that you
No,
have?
the impact, no. I've gone quiet. How can I have an impact? If I want to have impact, I will have it. You know me. Let me tell you something. When I was going for Big Brother, then when it came out, they said, Sulu one, you're famous. It's been 3 months. I think you don't know the impact you have caused. I said, what do you mean? You need to have a manager. But let us tell you one thing that you should live with forever. We never made you a star. Don't make a mistake that Endemo in South Africa, they have made you a star. No. They saw a star in you and they gave you the platform. So what I've done to myself, I've not gone to movie people to ask to be acting. I've just gone into some other business.
Do you feel other Big Brothers participants, they do that? They go to ask for people for favors? Because I've seen a lot of Big Brother housemates doing well after Big Brother, and we see them becoming brand ambassadors for different companies. For you, it's a whole different ball game with the impact that you had compared to the Sulu. Maybe that's why people are asking, where are you?
Oh, yeah. No. You see, I'm not taking that in bad faith. Although, I can say I'm taking it in 3 short, you know, 3 short. Number one, people are talking about me because they know the impact that I made and they want to make content. You know, content today makes money. You understand? Which is okay. Then those people want to make content on me. They're talking to people who know me already. So those people who know me now, it's like a reminder, like, but it's true. Where is Sulu? Then it becomes like the national top. which is okay. I don't have a problem. But there are those that now want to demonize me.
You remember the
No,
is it the list?
The one who won Big Brother 20 to the chest. The leash is the leash.
The leash.
Yes.
Do you feel she deserved to win back then? Or throwing it back?
No, that one didn't deserve to win. That person is, I don't know, Big Brother. That's why it has ended Big Brother Africa, because there was a lot of politics. And I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about myself, because I'm involved in that.
How are you involved?
No, but they told me after the show that Sulu, you are the winner. But we didn't.
They told you,
yes.
But you never won.
Yes, they told me that you are supposed to win. But the program didn't want me to win.
Why? Which program was that?
Big Brother Africa. Why has it ended? Ask me why has it ended. Politics.
What
People who put in the money. Let me tell you something.
What type of politics? I don't want you to be explaining in proverbs. I want you to go straight to the point.
You see, they want to influence the winner, and yet Africa wants another winner. I think you can understand what I'm saying. The winner is here. You know, when we're going as participants in Big Brother, it's like they don't know who is coming, who's going to do what. But them as Big Brother, they've got people they would think the nation that should win. People who put in the most money will find that if it's a Nigerian, and then a Zambian win. What are you going to do? Do you know how the Big Brother is sponsored?
Was Big Brother scripted?
No, it's unscripted. But they've got a hand. In the constitution, their constitution, there is a provision that they can influence something there.
So apart from the influence, they just said Sulu can't win.
No. You see, according to my feedback when I came out, there was that thing about, but Sulu should have won. It was not only me, it's people telling me. But the people who sponsored the show, they came, they told me, but you, actually you're a winner. So I was like, what? I even had an attitude problem to go and sing Ruby Ruby to South Africa. I almost refused. It's my family who told me, go and sing. You have connection there, you go to Nigeria. I didn't want to go. When I came out, I realized that the influence is too much, and there's this, there's that. I said, but you know, I was demoralized.
Did your life change after you being in Big Brother house, change in how it was before, or maybe it was just fame without money, fame without getting anything at the end of the day?
No, I made a lot of money. Ooh, talk about money.
Which way?
Many ways. Oh, you have forgotten. Let me tell you. You want me to explain? You see, I've been to Nigeria 4 times. I've been to Namibia more than 20 times. South Africa more than 40 times. Now, let me tell you. Botswana more than 30 times. Are you getting the point? When I left Big Brother, I traveled all over Africa for more than 20 countries. When they call me to go there, they don't go. Housemates, when they leave the house, they are not called to be seen. They are paid. Remember, I was the ambassador for SFH. Do you know how much I was paid?
How much was you paid?
A lot of money. I can't disclose it, but a lot of money.
Because we want you to be mentioning figures so that we know, saying, at what point are we moving now? Maybe because you have been off the cameras, that's why people now bringing it to the surface, asking questions, saying, this guy is broke. This guy is not doing anything. And this is why we're seeing the articles still coming back after a while and people still making content about.
This guy is broke. What is brokenness? What's the definition of being broke?
I don't know.
Look, I'm just from, wait.
Yeah.
Before I came here, I told you I'm where? In Makenkonga. Do you know I've got workers there? 3 workers, my young brother and 2 other boys. Do you know here at Roma SDA, I've got 2 workers here. You understand? There is another site I've got. I'm paying people. How can a broke person pay people? Tell me, please, my brother. How can a person who's broke pay somebody? How can a junk? I know you're calling me a junk. You people, Zambians, hey, it's a junk. How can a junk pay?
So there are people that are calling you a junk?
Yes, that's
who is a junk to you?
I think a junk. I don't know. You help me because I don't even understand what they mean.
Because you're the one who's saying they're calling you a junk.
Yes.
So maybe they have seen a junk in you.
No.
Maybe they have seen someone.
Okay, do I look? Okay. Let's be frank.
Who's wandering?
Do I look like a junk
without anything to do?
Do I look like a person who's doing nothing? I've just removed my hair here, the way it was. But do I look like a junk? So you see, people want to. Okay, you know, I was explaining something to you, that this trending thing, it's in 3 phases. There are those that have truly missed me. There are those that want to make money out of me. Because they know when they talk about Sulu, you know, they pay you, grow, whatever. There are those that don't just like me. And life is like that. And I've got no hate or I'm angry because people don't like me. People have never liked me when I was staying in Mandevu. Before I became a celebrity, in Mandevu, people never liked me.
Why did people never like you?
Because, you know, sometimes when something shines, others are jealous.
Why?
Jealousy, can I define jealousy? What I'm trying to put in your head is that people will always be people. People always talk. You just have to know yourself. Do you know, people don't know what I'm doing. They're just talking. A few years from now, when they see me now big, they're the ones who are going to be laughing with me. Hey, you see what I mean?
Let's have a conversation about your family. Let's talk about family-wise. I want to get to find out. Is there any?
What do you mean family? I've got my mother.
Wife.
My father died. Yes, I'm married. I'm married a long time ago.
How many kids?
I've got 2, but one is from the woman that I never married. Okay, let me just say I've got 2 kids here in Zambia.
Are you comfortable talking about the conversation?
Oh, yes, I can talk about anything.
You don't look comfortable?
No, I
You don't look yourself?
No. Me, I'll never be uncomfortable. Look, I was in the house where the whole world was watching. What about this place? So I can't be uncomfortable with this place. And with Zambians.
How about the people that you
How can Zambians make me uncomfortable?
How about people that you had a relationship with in the house?
We were in touch. Sally, which ones? Sally.
You must have a good memory for you to know what you were doing in the house.
Maria just got married. I was supposed to go there, but I was busy doing something else. But
so she invited you?
Yes, there was the ticket and there was accommodation and everything. I was just busy. Like I'm telling you, a junkie can't refuse to go to jump on a plane to go to Namibia. But I'm busy. It's just that people have missed me. They want me back on the screen, and I don't know how they want me back. Because me, I went to Big Brother Africa. I never went to Mpali or these other Zambian local what do you call them? Entertainment platforms. Telenovela, okay. Telenovelas. I went international. Look, let me tell you.
So going
Let
international,
me tell you one thing.
Back local.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Zambia never do anything for me to go to Big Brother.
They never did anything.
They never did anything. I went myself for auditions, and they saw, not Zambians.
And
South Africans saw.
Zambians voted for
Let me finish. Before voting, I'm talking about why I was on that platform. It's not. There's no Zambian who played a role. The role Zambians played was when I was in the house. They saw this is our own. Then they supported me, and I'm grateful for that. You get my point? So let's say things the way they are. Let's say things the way they are. So me, I'm not a person who was groomed by Zambians. I groomed myself, and the people that took me to South Africa.
Let's bring it back. There's something that interesting that you mentioned about you having businesses. I'm keen to get to find out, because all this while, all these years, the story that's been trending, I don't know how people missed it, that Ike had to apologize. I know maybe people that were following Big Brother too much, they were aware about it, but most of the people that are watching this conversation, they know you as someone who's a taxi driver.
Where I was at, we tell me the rank. Taxi driver, they've got trunks. They've got trunks. They don't have
a
driver without
in short, Malesanga station.
Which station?
So maybe you need to clarify on that information. And if you are going to clarify, you also need to tell us what type of business are you in.
You know, I've clarified myself over and over. In fact, not to Zambians, even when I was in the house, the taxi thing. Let me be very frank with you. I come from a very poor family. Mandev, that's where I was born. My father died in 1991. My mother hustled to be where I am today. I'm not the only one who has made it in my family. My siblings are doing very well. One of them is Dr. Kenishas Banda. He was the former vice president for UPND from Mandev. Are you getting the point? My sister has got a very, very lucrative job. My person have been doing very fine. So I don't know where people get it all wrong. I'm not the way I was in Mandev. I'm better.
How were you in Mandev?
Poor. You know in Mandev there it was. Let me tell you an example. You know when it rains, when it's raining in the night, we could sleep standing. Because we can't sleep, it's cold outside. That's how bad it was. Today I'm looking like this. I went to Big Brother. I've been in South Africa for 12 years. You're telling me that I'm paying people. I'm running a project, Sulu World Construction. Look for it on the same social media saying that I've seen one of the things that's saying that I don't have a what? I don't have even a Facebook page. Are you sure I don't have a Facebook page?
That's what people are saying.
But it's there.
I was just searching for it before this conversation. That's when I go to find it.
Yes.
I've
even changed the profile. Media. You know social media. I'm just not active.
You said your company is what?
Sulu World.
Sulu?
Sulu World.
Your company?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a construction company.
I'm trying to search for it on social media so that we can get the facts. Sulu World.
Yes.
How come I can't find it?
You take your time, but you see you're on TV. So you think I'm lying as well. But I'm just from telling you that I'm from, I'm from the site.
So what are you constructing?
Look, that's a good question. In construction, there's a lot of things that we do. Me, I'm into building construction. Building a house, building a shop. You get what I'm trying to say. Right now, in Makeni Konga, we are doing renovations. Do you know renovations? A house that is dilapidated, putting it in place. My young brother is the resource, human resource. He's the one that he's the one that employs the people. He's there, he's working with the guys that are on site. So I don't know why Zambians, they want me to justify myself. Or maybe they just want me back in entertainment. But you know, also this same entertainment you talk about, you should be very careful about it. There's very little money. It's not a multi-million project in Zambia. It's poorly funded. A lot of so-called celebrities, they are struggling. It's few that are making. That's why there's a lot of jealousy, a lot of talk, a lot of nonsense.
There's a post that I was going through on social media. 2021, May 18. I was going through some canny social media. I don't know if this is able to be shown.
And these bloggers also, they just want to make money out of me.
This was 2021, and I was going through some comments where people were asking questions. Someone even said, the money that you got from Big Brother, you went direct and pay a house rent. Change, you paid Salma for that feature. Then Kaya, what happened?
You know, Zambians sometimes.
And there are questions that were coming through, popping up, because we're throwing it back due to popular demand.
No, it's throw it back. Bring whatever you want to bring out.
Sulu isn't a musician. It was just a moment thing. Are you an artist, though?
That's a very good point. You see, when you say artist, I would say yes. But like a vocal artist, like singing with a voice, no. You understand? When I left Big Brother, I was creative enough to know that I need money. It goes back to, did you make the money? Let me tell you. That song that you are seeing there, it was a ringtone at Airtel. Do you know how much money I made?
So you were paid for that song?
My God. When I went to Airtel.
Can we talk about figures? How much did Airtel pay you?
When I went to
and
Airtel.
which year was that?
Just immediately after the house. 1 week after Big Brother, after 2013, a week when I was evicted, I went to Airtel. I told them, guys, what can you do for me? Because there was endorsement. They said, Sulu can do a lot with you. First of all, I was on Billboard. You remember, I think I was all over the country. The second, I said, go and do a song. So I said, I'll bring it to myself. Take your time. You can't do a song in 1 day. We're giving you 2 weeks. I made TiVo. Fast forward, Ruby came. It was a ringtone. They called me to go and do it to South Africa. I advertised it. And then it was a ringtone in Malawi, in Zambia, in Tanzania, in Botswana. The countries that refused to make it a ringtone in South Africa and Nigeria. Because I knew I was going to make a lot of money from there. But Tanzania did. In fact, Tanzania was the highest. It was a ringtone. When your phone rings, Ruby, me, I'm making money. I made money. I didn't come out of Big Brother, and I made connections. I've got opportunity. You, look, I can't mention names. Big people, businessmen, I do their houses. I do the renovation. They call me, so come do this. What I do, big people with money, not chunks when them come.
And confirmed report. I'm using this as something that I've just been seeing circulating on social media. Say you took time to leave your parents' house after winning Big Brother house. Not winning, rather coming out of the house.
Do you know who I was staying with? You see, people lie every day. Do you know who I was staying with when I went to Big Brother? I was staying with my brother-in-law. Do you know who brought me?
Your brother-in-law?
Yes, my sister got married to my brother-in-law, and then they called. In fact, let me tell you my history. Look, listen. Look, let me make it simple for you.
Can we be not Zambians, but answer the question?
No, listen what happens. Me, first of all.
You said
I went to Africa. No, let me tell you.
Before you explain, brother-in-law.
Okay, yes, let me say yes. So that you understand.
Why is it so hard for a Zambian just to accept?
No, I think let me put it this way. Me, when I left Mandela, I went to Africa about 20 years ago. I stayed in South Africa. I was a footballer, by the way. I even played Premier League football. We just don't talk about these things. I've played Premier League football me before. Now, let me not talk about football. I went to South Africa 20 years ago, I think in 2004. I think 2002, somewhere there. I went to South Africa to go and play football. I was at Amazulu. I didn't play. There, that's why my name was never heard. I didn't play, but I was picked by Teddy Dimitru there in KwaZulu-Natal, Durban. Then the things couldn't just work out. That's how I learned about construction. Fast forward, 12 years later, I came in 2012 when my sister was having a wedding. They said, Sulu, come for a wedding. I didn't come to stay. I came for a what? For a wedding. Me, I was staying in South Africa for 12 years. That's why when I'm speaking Zulu, you get my point. I speak fluent Zulu because I stayed 12 years in South Africa. So when I came to Mandela. Like I was saying, back to poverty. So when I went to Mandela, I was talking too much. You know, I was complaining too much. Hey, this, hey, that. Because there's poverty there. So my sister was doing fine. They said, no, Sulu, come first, different later. So whilst I was in Kablonga, trying to go back to Africa, 2012, you remember the auditions for Big Brother? Yes, I went there late. That's where Talia and Tamara went. They said, you see, Sulu, you should have gone there, you should have won. 2013, my friend called me, said at Intercontinental there are auditions. Came from, I was in Woodlands there, nearby Intercontinental there. I was driving, drove myself to auditions. I won, I went to Big Brother. That's when my sister and my brother-in-law, this is the fact, it was not me with the money before Big Brother. They had 16 vehicles. I was the logistics man. I was managing, that's why I was managing 16 taxis.
You know what I'm not getting?
That's why they called me a taxi. Yes, they made the mistake, yes. Because I was managing 16, a fleet. I told the people that I was managing 16 taxis, which my sister and my brother-in-law gave me to manage. That's what I told them, but them, because Kayavens don't have taxi, no man a taxi driver. And why? Okay, taxi driver simuntu. You know, Zambians, they've got the spirit of poverty. Do you know, their own country, a lot of people, even people with money, they've got spirit of poverty. You want to look down upon people. Why? Me and my friend have lived in South Africa. They don't look down upon people. You uplift each and every ability that is in your friend. That's the way life should be. This same construction I'm doing, you need to market it for me so to make more money.
Maybe they expect you to be in someone very different because this is an opportunity that was given to you.
Okay.
In as much as you pushed yourself to be there, maybe they want you to be in the limelight. They want updates. They want to see what you're doing.
Yes. Now you're talking. I think, let me look at it in a positive way. Positive way. You know, when I look at the comments, sometimes I go back to social media, I look at the comments. You know, the person that is reporting, these bloggers, big bloggers, what do you call them?
The same word, term, blogger?
No. Yeah, the bloggers, these owners of the page, they've got big following, you know. They might say it the wrong way. For instance, Sulu doesn't have TikTok. Sulu doesn't have Instagram. So I have these things. I'm just not active.
If you have a business that you're talking about right now, which I'm trying to understand, you are saying you have the business. And you're a brand, you have a big name. Don't you feel that's where it's coming from, them asking these questions, saying, is Sulu on social media? Because you were saying we need to talk about your construction, but you yourself, you're not advertising your construction.
Yeah,
how do you expect people to support
I think you're right. I'm not, in fact, I don't even post much of what I do in construction. I just post funny things and things like that. But let me tell you, coming back to what you're saying, I'm not looking at what people are saying in a negative way. It's feedback. Say, Sulu, you did this. The impact you had, you should have been this. They've got self-interpretation of what they expect of me. They are disappointed with where I am now because of what I did, so there is what they expect. But without asking me what I want in life.
I think
we are clashing.
You are explaining a different thing. I'm trying to want you to...
No, we are clashing with the fans. They want me, what I'm answering what you're saying. Listen,
yes.
I'm answering what you're saying. Yeah. They want me to be in the limelight, which I have decided not to be. Maybe because of...
But then don't complain if people are not supporting your business. Because you don't...
No, forget about the business. Have I told you I don't complain about the business?
No, I'm just saying... You're saying
the business is doing fine, but it's the people that expect me to be in the limelight, which I've said, okay, I think probably I should involve myself into some activities to do with entertainment, which is going to happen. But I take entertainment as part-time, not my full-time job.
Don't you feel you brought this upon yourself? Because there's no way you were in the limelight and... later you decide to say, I don't want to be in the limelight. when already everybody are you like you don't know what you really want at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day you're saying you are on a big platform. Africa was watching, the world was watching.
The world was watching. Not
so why now you don't want to be in the limelight?
Me, I'm not a local brand, I'm an international brand, my brother. When I arrive at Nigerian airport, if I do that brand kanga, the VVIP airport, I've been given proper treatment in in foreign countries once they realize that I'm Sulu.
So, but they're saying that ubulimi wakaleta bulisha.
But you see, what is the new? Somebody can never take it away. Like I told you, do you know who I am? Me? Do you know what I'm capable of doing?
I have no idea. Tell me who you are.
But you have seen what I've done before. I'm not a musician, but I've done a song that is recognized internationally, of which some people have done songs that when they go to Malawi, they are not known. That's who I am. I can do something that can shock the world. I've just decided to be on the low-lows. I'm a family man. If I mean to come back in entertainment, I'll come. I'll do things you will be shocked. The way I look, it's not me. Do you know how many people up to now still remember me because of Big Brother? Do you know, not this what do you call them, the 20s, what do you call, the Gen Zs, the what? There's a term they call these 20-year-olds. Because I'm talking about 2013, they were about very young. But these elderly people who are 30 something, do you know the respect they still give me up to now?
If today Sulu was caught back, I'm just thinking, for Big Brother reunion, like they want to bring back their old housemates. I know this conversation is not just the Zambians who are going to watch this one way or the other. Someone from Africa, someone from another country is going to be watching this, and maybe they remember who you are.
Yes, yes.
Would you accept if you were invited?
Yes, I would accept. I would refuse. That's what I've done so well. So I will still do.
You know why I was asking that question?
No, I don't.
It's because I felt like you said you don't want to be in the limelight anymore.
No,
you want to keep it low?
No. I'm not saying I don't want to be in the limelight anymore. I've just decided to be doing something else, not because do you know to be in the limelight is a serious business, it's a full-time job. Making content to be TikTok, to dance, to do what, to make people laugh, it's a full-time job. And if you don't do it very well, you cannot make money. You understand? Me, Sulupinsio Banda, the so-called Sulu, I can do a lot. If I'm going to go back to the studio, the song I'll do, it will hit the waves. I go back so, with this same so-called bad voice. Because art, it's about the way you think. It's how creative, in Zambia, for instance, I won't mention names. There are some artists who've got good voices, but they can't write a song. It has to be written for them. There's some Zambians, they are good at writing. They don't have a good voice, but they can make a good music. So art, it's creativity. You understand? I'm so creative that I can do a lot of things. I see the content that is on social media. I see it every day. I see it. Say this, if I'm to do it, this, if I'm to do it, but I've just decided, probably maybe I might even go in that point.
What is something that you feel like Zambians don't know about you? That you feel like they need to know?
Okay, Zambians know that I'm a good guy. What Zambians need to know about me is that I have not expressed myself completely in the entertainment world. I've deliberately just gone off. But once I bring the stuff, the content, what they are lacking, what they want, it's me who just don't want. It's me who just don't want, my brother.
How much sex did you have in the house, in the Big Brother?
No, in the house at the EU. My mother used to watch Big Brother. I never had sex. I had sex outside the house in Babylon. Do you know there's a hotel which we call Babylon? That's where I had sex, good sex.
What do you mean good sex?
I mean a lot of nice hammering. I'm married now, so I don't want to go deeper. But otherwise, I had sex.
You see that composition?
Sunday,